Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and today I want to chat with you guys a little bit about something we see coming up out there. It's a buzzword used in the community, and it's this whole idea of optimizing testosterone. And people are trying to pretend like that's different from boosting testosterone. So let me ask you guys a very, very simple question. When someone says boosting testosterone, that means raising the level. Okay? The level goes up from where it currently is. Now, none of the products that claim to do this can actually usually do this, by the way. It's a scam idea. And I'm going to go into that a little further again in this video. But when someone says optimize, they try to make it sound like, oh, we're not trying to raise it always, we're just trying to make it optimal. Well, what do you mean by optimal? If it's already perfect, then you don't need to boost it, then what are you trying to optimize? And perfect has no meaning. You know, or you're in the normal range, you're in the normal medical range. Well, is that perfect? Is that optimized? I don't know. Is it optimized? I'm going to say no. Is it probably ideal for overall health? Probably yes. But it's not optimized in any way. But what they're always meaning is, well, you know, we want to take people who are just maybe a little low and boost them up higher. They'll make that claim, but you're boosting it. Okay? How is that? There's no difference. If you're raising the level, you are boosting the level. Why not just call it that? And people don't want to call it that because the term testosterone boosters has been debunked largely, and every expert out there tells you it doesn't work. So they want to use a different word. And they'll say optimized. And here's the hilarious thing, and this is what I always point out to people. Don't run around and claim that you want to be natty. Like, use that term natty. Like, it has no meaning. Oh, I don't want to use steroids. I think steroids are bad. I choose not to use them, but I want to optimize my testosterone levels. So in other words, you want to use steroids. They're like, well, no, it's different. See, if I boost my levels to this point, it doesn't have the same side effects. Really? You sure about that? Do you think your body really cares? In other words, actually, I'll be honest. I think it's probably worse. Because drugs that boost testosterone, let's not worry about supplements because they don't work. What drugs can you think of that boost testosterone that a doctor might prescribe? How about HCG? HCG will boost your body's production because you're like, well, if I'm making my body produce it, it's not the same as just putting it in. If you say so. But HCG, a drug, a prescription drug that can boost testosterone, it has more side effects than testosterone does. People say, what? That can't be true. Ask anyone who's messed with all of them and has years of experience. HCG usually has more side effects than testosterone does if it's trying to reach the same levels. Okay, because HCG affects multiple hormones in the body. It doesn't raise just testosterone, it raises various hormones. And that's probably going to be true. Any substance that you can find that somehow magically boosts testosterone, it's probably going to boost other things. All right? And then on top of that, all the enzymes are going to affect it. So in other words, if your testosterone increases to a certain level, do you really think the aromatase enzyme or the 5-alpha reductase enzyme or any of these enzymes in the body care where that testosterone came from? Do you think they act upon it differently? No. So your side effects are going to be the same. People go, well, it doesn't necessarily shut you down. Well, if you have low testosterone, why do you care about being shut down? I mean, that's kind of the ridiculous point. Okay, if a person has clinically low testosterone and they're trying to raise it up to optimal, why do you care about shutdown? You're already shut down. Seriously? I mean, is this really a topic? You're going to have to stay on this substance the rest of your life that optimizes your testosterone, whatever it is you think you're taking. You're going to be on it for life. You're aware of that, right? If it actually works. It doesn't, but assuming it did. because otherwise you're already suppressed. It's just going to drop back down when you come off of it. So what's the difference? There isn't one. All right. Furthermore, how many of these people, they'll say this nonsense, and then you look at the people. I've seen people who are selling this nonsense. I've seen them in YouTube ads. I've seen them in Facebook ads. They're selling this stuff. I'm like, well, we're trying to raise your test levels here because we believe that in this whatever year, this is what men's testosterone levels were. They don't have proof of that, by the way. It's just nonsense. We extrapolate based upon the drop we've seen from the 1960s that there must have been a drop for 100 years, not just 40 years or 50 years or whatever, right? And so we're going to extrapolate that data and not pretend that it's the obesity epidemic is the #1 factor, which it is. It's what the experts seem to agree upon is the biggest factor on why average testosterone levels gone down, because we've gotten fat and unhealthy. Right? So they're going to extrapolate that way further behind the point where people got fat, instead of just starting at that point and say, well, so then we extrapolate that the levels might have been this high, and it'll be super physiological amounts, right? Amounts healthy, fit humans do not produce. Okay, even your outliers in the top 1 to 5% producers don't have testosterone levels in the levels they're talking about raising you to. Okay. And then people don't want to claim, but we don't want to use steroids. Really? You want your testosterone levels to be double what your body would probably produce ideally in perfect health? But you claim you don't want to use steroids. You're doing exactly what steroids do. Literally the exact same thing. You are taking a drug to raise your testosterone levels to steroid-like levels. Or you believe that will be. Right? That's insane. Basically, you want to use steroids. You want all the benefits of steroids. You want all the same side effects of steroids, because that's what it's going to do, just without actually using them, because the S word. I mean, although usually testosterone is the primary steroid people use, so I guess really the S word's not there. It would be the T word. You want to raise your testosterone levels to the amount that people who are injecting super physiological amounts have, but you don't want to use that word. Okay? That is so hypocritical. It's so hypocritical, right? And the problem is that it's expensive, it's stupid, and it doesn't even work. All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I'll talk to you guys next time.